Good day, investors. Welcome to the 16th of March 2015. The trade for today is called Bidvest and the code is BBT. Last traded price was R321.62. Action is to do a sell with the objective to trade from the grey line to the green line. Entry level will be R324.50 and the target will be R311.52. Stop loss to be used is R350.99. Current open positions is Barloworld, and the position was opened on the 13th of March. RBMH is a transaction that was closed, and it was closed basically on the 12th of March. Looking at the top 40 index, this is the top 40 shares on the JSE, and it's indicated by the black line. The index started to lose a lot of momentum, and the 10-day and the 20-day moving average crossed on that momentum, showing more downside. Looking at the Dow Jones of the American markets, you can see basically they closed on the green line there. On Friday they've lost 145 points. Looking at this momentum here, it's quite interesting. Is the ABC pattern played out beautifully. A high, low, high, lower, high, lower, high, and it's lower to the green line. Take note, there's a lot of swings and momentum of huge movement on this index currently, and at any time for breaks this lows here close to the 17,500, more downside could be down to almost 17,153 points. Currently the futures are a bit positive for Monday morning, but it can change at any time and you need to track it closely. Looking at the J200, this is the top 40 index. They broke the support here on this green line we spoke about, and currently they're also persisting and going down in this negative channel. Now, if you look at this negative channel, it's also a negative ABC channel. So the market will look at this high, low, high, low. So the market will track this low here, and that low there is approximately about 45,825 points, and the high there is 46,303 points. So traders will start to look at this low and this high for any direction that needs to go upwards or downwards, but still the momentum is negative. Looking at some shares on the market, here's some Exaros. And as you can see, basically upward movement between the green lines and a negative movement. Huge drop at one day of almost 10 Rand in 2 days. Getting a bit of support here. Looking at your banking sector, quite interesting. Two red lines indicating a downward momentum happening. Here's the low of the momentum, there's the high with a double top. Another high, and there was a bit of a short momentum and support here. You can actually draw these lines up here. Broke that support levels and it started to come down to this low levels here. Expectation low is close to the 170, 171. Again, look at this pattern playing out here: high, low, higher, lower, high, low. Anytime for breaks this low here, and that level is approximately about close to 173.80. More downside due. Breaking the high of 176, more momentum could go from the low of the channel back to the high of the channel. So keep a close eye on this trade as well. Looking at your Standard Banks. Now Standard Bank is currently struggling this moment, went back to the 153 level after it being on a high of about 157. Coming down back to 153.54. Now at any time you can actually go and draw up a small Fibonacci, and I'm going to actually show you how to do it now. So I'm going to select this big channel here, and it's going to be quite interesting what you're going to see in the short term. So I'm going to use this low here of the Fibonacci, draw it up to that high, and look at this. Broken that low, so expectation low could be back here to 151, 152, and the next low is 149. If you draw your lines up like this, you will actually see what I'm going to do here. You will see there's a lot of support happening on this specific share at this levels here. It's on the high of the channel, low of the channel, high, low, high. So expectation could be that it can come slowly lower as well. So let's see what the market does with this one. Let's go to the retailers. Looking at the retailers, sideways on the low of the channel currently. That's the high and that's the low. Sideways channel. So closely at 251. That's the current lows here. If it breaks 251, next low could be close to 240. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a smaller Fibonacci from this low here to that high there, and you will basically see it's been confirmed here. 250.76 if broken, next low 245, next one is 240. So keep a close eye on that support levels if it breaks, if it will break it downwards. Let's go and look at your Willies. Willies started to go in a positive channel, the ads historically. Now it's coming to a downward channel. Broke that level there on confirmation of 88.99, broken it. No low expectation now, it's about 83.45 and the share is trading at 84.79, so there could be a bit of more downside. Looking at your ShopRites, quite interesting. The green is indicating a positive momentum and the red are indicating a negative momentum, touching this low of 153.24 now. Previously, when it came down on this lows here, if you look at that channels, it started to follow up and bounced up. So let's see if the 61.8% or 153.24 in ShopRite will start playing out for positive momentum to start following in this specific share. So MTN is still in a slight positive momentum here. Low, high, low, high, low, high, coming down from the highs. Now look at this pattern, ABC, high, lower, broken it. So expectation could be that momentum could start fading down, but it needs to break this levels here of about 215. You've broken, the channel can go back here to the 210, and that's the type of cycle you want to actually track in the short term. Looking at your Bollinger Bands, also confirming that's now about 214. If you can break the 214 level, more downside back to the 210. Looking at Vodacom. Now Vodacom is low of the channel, high of the channel, low of the channel, at the bottom of the channel. Again an ABC pattern, high, lower, high. If it breaks this low here of approximately about 129, more downside to the level of 128. If it breaks this high here of approximately 151, more downside could be up because it's at the bottom of the current channel. And as you can see, every time it goes to the bottom, there could be a movement upwards. So let's see what happens in the market. Fed's meeting is happening. That could have a big impact in the market by Wednesday. So the Europeans got great data coming out. So there's a lot of federal meetings happening, two-day policy meetings, and we need to see what the outcome will be with a market that could be quite volatile. Enjoy trading.